Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Weekly Yap with Joel and Callie. It's the place where we talk business, recruiting, marketing, the concrete industry.
And whatever else we want to yap about.
That's right. Callie, how in the world are you?
I'm good, Joel. How are you?
I'm great.
Look
It's
at my t-shirt.
Monday, and what's that shirt say?
I got a new shirt on today. Batch
Uh, it,
Babe.
is that from the Callie Concrete Careers
It
collection?
is.
Is there a place that shirt looks great. Is there a place
Yeah,
where
there
our
might be.
viewers could even get a shirt like that of their very own?
There might be. Maybe we can toss up a link,
Yeah, we
like
can
a
put a link in
preview.
the comments.
Yeah.
Sure, it's all part of the
We've been rolling it out slowly
concretecareers.com,
but
right?
slowly but surely rolling it out. New designs.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job with that.
Thanks.
Have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a good weekend. I went to the World of Coke in Atlanta with
Oh,
my
no, you
kids.
love that.
You know how I feel about
Diet Coke
Coca-Cola
girly.
as a brand. Very American, very classic. What y'all don't know is that I went to the Coke store in Las Vegas multiple times with Joel and TJ and nearly spent my entire paycheck but didn't buy enough things and then continue to have regret. So yeah, I just keep going back to the Coke store buying more Coke merch.
That's right. I'm sure eventually it'll creep into the background of your picture at
I
some
hope
point.
so.
Yeah, there only one can only hope. So,
Mhm.
well, that's awesome. I'm glad things are going well for you. We don't normally do this on Monday morning first thing. This is literally the first part of our week, and
Mhm.
what better way to kick
What a
off the
way to
week than have
start
a
it.
little bit of fun? Yapping. All right. Well, it's time for the yap of the week, Callie,
All
and
right.
this week's topic, social media. What we love and what we hate. I mean, it's never been easier to stay connected. There's great ways to build relationships before ever meeting people. Like, what are some of the other positives about social media? Because I mean, I feel like I have a very much a love hate relationship with it.
The connection part for me is the what really stands out because we are, as we've mentioned before here on the Weekly App, we're old. Like we're way too old for your young leader event. I've been on social media since the early 2000s, so I have friendships that are solely internet friends that
Yep.
I've only ever known from social media. And so in that regard, being so connected to everything is kind of a plus minus pro con love hate situation because it does open the world up to you in ways that maybe you would never have access to, but then it also opens the world up to you.
Which
So
might not be a good
I
thing.
know
Yeah.
we are able to connect with people who have similar interests, who we can say, "Oh, you're like me. Oh, I'm not alone. Oh, we have this thing in common that we can share." And I didn't know that there was anybody else that liked this niche thing, and so I don't feel so alone. But also, you're opened up to every bad news story that's ever happened, and every negative thing in
Everything.
any small town. And so there's an element of connection and acceptance and also fear mongering, so
Yes.
it I think having good like social media literacy, internet literacy is like a skill that not everybody has and that we have to actually
You're right.
choose to teach.
I know, I agree, and I mean, I think it gives businesses like
Mhm.
Concrete Careers opportunities that we've never had before, and I mean, it's fun seeing what your family and friends are doing, but one of the things that we even deal with, in your marketing world, I mean, there's constant pressure to post content.
Yes.
There's, people kinda paint even on the personal side, they paint these picture perfect lives that can make you feel maybe like you don't measure up. That's something I'm already dealing with my children, trying to help them
Mhm.
understand that that is not real. That is um, that's just a manufactured snapshot.
Right.
It's heavily edited. And then, the keyboard warriors, we don't have any of those yet on the Weekly app. Maybe we will one day that are trying to get their 2 cents in, but there's a lot of people that don't mind saying what they think when they're hiding behind a
Of
computer
course.
screen. And I mean, look, I know you doom scroll. We all know it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
that
if
that
if
can
I
be tough.
showed you right now, I don't know if you're since you're I know listen, y'all, don't make fun of Joel for not being an iPhone user, but I
Oh,
don't know
no,
if
just let
you're
everybody else make fun of me.
right. I
Y'all
don't
don't,
know if
though, here
your
on the
phone
show.
gives you does your phone give you like a screen time report at the end of the week?
I that's none of my business,
Well, I
in the
wish
words
it
of
weren't
Callie
my
Wells.
business because my iPhone every Sunday says, "You spent an hour an average of fill in the blank hours on th" and I'm like, "Don't tell me it's not good."
It's
Listen,
tough. So, if you could only keep one social media platform, which one would it be?
Instagram.
Ooh, tell me why, though.
Um, I feel like my algorithm is like Facebook is kind of Facebook is just where the trolls go to die in the comments. I don't know. I feel like Instagram, I can curate a little bit easier than some of the others, and you still get the leftovers from TikTok. You know, like
Yeah,
they
you
they
do.
make their way over there
You
eventually,
do.
and you can kind of avoid some of the. You can see what you want to see a little easier, and then avoid what you don't want to see. What I thing I feel with social media is just you're talking about people who with your highlight reel and like a rose-colored glasses. Like my personal in like my own personal life, personal social media and personal like brand, if you will, has always been like authenticity is really important to me. Um, I will talk about the things that are I'm struggling with or the things that are a TMI or the things that are just silly and not just like, look at all these perfect things that happened to me. And I try my best to like extend that into concrete career social media as well to a degree, right? We are
Yes,
real people. We
we
are an
are.
actual group of
It's
humans
really
that make up this
us.
company. We're so real. We are not AI and we are not robots. And we're a small business. So like when you work with us, when you engage with our social media, like you're working with our with real people, not just like
Yes.
random. And so I try to make our social media feel real like that too. Like you're really talking to actual people.
Well, it's probably really with all the pros and cons, like, when it comes to business, like you're talking about, I mean, it's probably the greatest business tool that's ever been created.
I mean, we
I mean,
wouldn't be working together right here if we didn't have
no, there wouldn't be no Weekly Yap without social
I know.
media as well. I think the key takeaway here is that authenticity wins every time, whether it's
And
on your
everything in
personal social
moderation.
media. Yes, yes, everything in moderation as well, even Dr. Pepper. And so, for those of you watching, I love Dr. Pepper like Callie loves Diet Coke. So, and we're broken up right now, and so I'm a little bitter about it. Me and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
Okay.
not me and Diet Coke,
No, no, no,
but we're
no.
going
So,
strong.
all right, Callie, tell us about today's concrete cool thing.
Okay, this one snuck up on me. Do you know how on your computer when it's asleep, it'll just have like random screensavers of
Yes.
beautiful photography?
Beautiful, the most beautiful pictures you've
Yeah,
ever seen,
and
and it's like,
sometimes there'll be like a little caption and most of the time you ignore it, but this particular beautiful photo caught my eye because I was like, "Wait a minute, is that
"Is that
concrete?"
that
And yeah,
wait, wait,
hang
wait, is
on.
that concrete?"
Yeah. So in La Barra, Uruguay, there's a bridge called Leonel Vieira Bridge, and it is stressed ribbon bridge. And it is we're gonna put a picture of it. Can we put a picture?
We may take up the whole screen, I
Let's
don't
take out
know.
the whole screen
So
and
it's
just
big
the
enough so
bridge.
that you can see it. Go ahead.
And it's a stressed ribbon bridge. It looks like these rolling waves like a roller coaster. And this man, Leonel Vieira, has he developed this bridge. He was not a licensed civil engineer. He just had an idea and he was like, "You know what? I can have a vision. I'm going to figure out how to build this beautiful bridge." And it's a bridge so it goes over water and so it mimics, the coastline. And so not only is it um safe and well made, but it's beautiful in its environment, which I think is a really cool um element of it. So it caught my eye and I was like, we need to show the people this beautiful concrete pre-stressed marvel.
60 years later. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think in the United States that you can just be like, "I'm not an engineer, but I'd love to put a bridge here."
I mean, maybe in 1963 you could,
Maybe, yeah,
you know?
maybe. It's proof that infrastructure does not have to be boring,
Mhm.
and sometimes the bridge itself is more the attraction than the destination it's even going to, right?
Aw, Joel, that is so
Oh,
Inspiring.
I know, I know. That's what we do here on the Weekly App. We inspire and
Yep,
educate,
we
and we're also
inspire.
gonna teach you, about something else you might wanna know. It's time for Ask Concrete Careers.
Meow, meow,
Callie,
meow.
today's question: how do you know when it's time to quit your job? You're not quitting. I'm not quitting,
Uh,
but
yeah.
maybe somebody else that's watching is considering another opportunity and isn't sure on the fence. How can we help them know when the right time for them to quit their job is and what they can do to take their next steps?
All right. Well, tell me, Joel, how do you know?
I mean,
Well,
I I think when things get bad and you get the Sunday scaries, like I mean,
when we were positing this topic, I was like, is it when you cry every day on your way to work and then maybe you have like a small fender bender with someone on the way to work because you're crying and they get out of the car to yell at you because you hit their car and then they see how upset you are and that the damage isn't really that bad and they're just like, you know what, never mind, and get back in the car and leave you alone to cry. Is that how you know?
yes, that's it. That's the steps. That is the those are the steps to know when to quit your job. Callie,
Okay,
if you
good.
have a day like that, you should quit your job.
Got it. Done.
That's a real story, by the way, y'all. She's
It
not
really
joking.
happened.
That's
Mhm.
a real story. It happened. I mean, the things that I feel like are huge takeaways to start internalizing and to wrap your head around this premise is like, are first of all, are you just wanting to run towards something better? Are you trying to grow, or are you
Yep.
trying to get away from a bad situation? That's a step that you have to figure out.
And I feel
Are
like
you
both of those things could be valid. We just need
They
it's
can
one of
be.
those things like of knowing your own mind in the situation. Both situations can be a reason to leave, but
Yeah,
which
that's
one
right.
is it? Yeah.
I mean, have you talked if you're trying to get away from something, have you talked to your leader, your manager about the issue? Are you stagnant in the job? Are you learning and growing still? Is the company culture, is
Mhm.
it creating negativity in your life? That can happen. We
Big time.
love our company culture here. I mean, I
I've
Callie
definitely been in
can
situations though where I felt like very alone and in the room and uncomfortable sometimes with things and feeling like I don't know if I can keep showing up here, and feeling like this. So yeah, I can.
are you unhappy for weeks or are you unhappy for years?
Mm,
There's a difference. Things come in seasons. You can have a bad little period of time that doesn't mean you need to throw it all away. But sometimes the best move is to stay. Sometimes the best move is to leave. We can't tell you that. You can send us your situation in the comments and we'll talk about it, or maybe invite you for a private session. Um, but the key is to make a thoughtful decision instead of an emotional one. That's
yep.
that's one of the biggest things. You cannot live and operate from a place of emotion. You gotta use that noodle and make sure that you're thinking everything through. But when it's time to look for other opportunities, Callie, if you're in the concrete industry, what is the first thing you should do if you're looking for a new opportunity?
Well, the first thing you should do is create a professional profile on our new job board.
What? Wait, we have a
Yes.
new job board?
We have created a job board. Think like, well, don't think about Indeed. Think about our job board. But, think a one centralized network for the entire concrete industry where you can come create a profile for free and check out all of the jobs that are specifically for our industry.
Are you
And
serious? This is real.
employers can also come and have their jobs put there too, so they are actually reaching the people who are looking in that industry.
So this is
Brand
like
new.
Indeed for the concrete industry.
Yeah, and
I
it's
I'm
yeah.
blown away by this. This is the first time hearing about this.
You haven't been invited to the 38 job board meetings a week we've been having.
Oh man. Okay, so Callie, if we have this amazing new tool to help employees who are looking for new opportunities and
Mhm,
employers
mhm.
looking for the person to fill their roles for for those next opportunities that they have at their own companies, where do you go to find this golden piece of information?
All right, we can even put it on the screen. Can we put it on the
Yes, we
screen?
will, and we'll
It's
put a link in the comments.
concretecareers.com/jobs.
Say it one more time so the kids hear it in the back.
concretecareers.com/jobs.
concretecareers.com/jobs. Go check it out today. Brand new. You're going to love it. It's going to change the concrete industry. I believe it 100%. All right, Callie, we're almost done for today, but we can't leave without a few build it or break it questions.
Let's
Are
do
you
it.
ready?
I'm
All
ready.
right.
Hit me.
All right. I think this one, I can't wait to hear your answer to this. Build it or break it. Phone calls or text messages?
Text messages. Build it.
Why?
Because I have anxiety, Joel.
Well,
Because, okay, listen, obviously, there are some people in my life that I want to talk to on the phone. My mom being one of them. My
yeah,
kids, if I'm out of town, I want to see their little name pop up on the phone. I'm excited to see that. I will talk
yeah,
to my mom. I'm, only child, and me and my mom, we talk all the time. That's different.
yeah.
But like a stranger, and listen, when I'm at work, I will answer the phone. That's different. But in just like my life, if I don't know you, then I'm not answering it. If I'm not, I don't want to. But a text
Okay.
message allows me the time to dictate my own time. What am I doing? I can decide when and if I'm ready to reply to you. Whereas if you call me, then that's what if I'm in the bathroom? What if I'm driving in a monsoon? What if I'm asleep? Like, and I'm just supposed to answer the phone to you?
Okay, all right. Well, fair enough. I pick phone calls.
Okay.
I love to talk. Nobody that is
What?
watching this or knows me, you're not surprised, are you, Callie?
Do you yap all day?
I would yap all day, period. No question about it. Here's my problem with text messages. I like them. They're convenient, they're handy, but tone is
That's
misconstrued
true.
often in text messages.
You
And
gotta
I have
throw those
truly,
millennial emojis all up in there. You
yes,
gotta
that's
that's why
right.
you gotta end every sentence with throw a LOL in there so that they know
That's
that you're
right.
not
That's
annoyed
right.
at them. But, I
Well,
mean,
I mean, I just feel like I have had lots of conversations that if I was just talking to the person,
yes.
it would have not gone straight and got kind of off track because the tone wouldn't have been assumed when it's
Okay,
just in
this is
writing.
not on the agenda, but what about a voice memo? How you feel about that?
Do you remember the app Marco Polo?
Yeah,
Oh my
during the
gosh.
pandemic especially.
That got me through COVID. I had tons of people. I had family. I mean, I had individual family, like, members that I chatted with that way. We had a big group Marco Polo of, like, me and all my cousins, and then my best friend Trent, shout out to him. He's probably not watching, but just in case he is. Um, we talked for, a year probably. That was how we talked to each other. He would send me a message on his way to work. I would send one on mine because 'cause we're in different time zones, and then on the way home, he would reply to mine in the morning. It was like a whole system,
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden,
you just
they
stopped.
decided to get greedy and
You
make
had to pay for
all the
the
features that made it worth it behind a paywall, and I was like, "Forget that," and we all abandoned it, and so let
and then
that
we
be a
never
lesson to you
spoke again.
companies. Yeah, yep. Marco.
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, Callie. Number 2, paying with checks. Build it or break it.
As you have learned in the previous episodes, I'm a little bit of an old soul and I like physical media. So I'm such an old lady. I'm going to say build it because sometimes, look, paying with a check, you don't have to pay fees. And when I was back in my day, when I was a full time hairdresser behind the chair, and also when I have done vendor markets as an artist, and people now that's a little if it's local, hyper local. But I wouldn't just let like anybody pay with a check because you never know. But for the most part, when they're clients that you are familiar with, I'd let them write me a check every time because then I
Yeah.
didn't have to pay any credit card fees. So in that regard, I don't mind it. Do I
Okay.
want to be behind the 90-year-old lady in Walmart writing her check? Not so much. But
And who do we make it payable to?
uh-huh. But I still have checkbooks for all of my checking accounts because, like, my kids' school fees sometimes there's not a good way to pay. It's just old. I don't know. It doesn't bother me
Okay.
is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not,
All
like,
right.
in love with it. I'd rather tap to pay, but, like, I'm not annoyed at the idea of paying
Okay.
the check.
I'm going to say from being in banking for years and living in 2026, I'm going to say break it. Break it. No, we don't need checks. Don't send me a check that then I have to we got to figure out a way, whether it's Venmo, PayPal, we got to do
You
something
can
to
take
get.
a picture of it on your bank app now.
Oh,
Even
no,
my
I
little
know,
rinky
but you
dink
still
bank will
that's
let
an
you do that.
additional step, and I mean, it's not as cumbersome as
You're
going to
right.
the bank, but, like, just Venmo me the money or something. There's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way, whether we figured it out now or not. I'd
I
say
get it.
break it. Alright, final one, Callie.
Okay.
Listening to music while you work. Build it or
Build it.
break it.
Build it. I've got
I
so
didn't
many
say listening to
playlists.
Hanson while you work.
No, I'm
That's a
listening
play.
to everything. I'm
I know,
listening
I know.
to Taylor Swift, which, by the way, I have a great Taylor Swift lyric for something that you said earlier, but we've already moved past it. So I guess maybe in the outtakes, I'll tell you about it. I'm listening. If I'm not on a meeting, if I'm not yapping, then I've got my headphones or I've got literally got a tab to Apple Music open right now. I'm listening to music. And
Okay.
I can do that. Some people, I think I know what you're going to say. Some people get a little, their brain gets a little split, but I can sing along and listen and work at the same time. It helps me get locked in, helps me get in the zone.
Okay. I
Um,
mean, is it maybe because you're a woman and can multitask?
yes,
I think
I've
it
been
is.
doing
You're a
that.
woman, you're a mom,
Yep,
you're talented, you can do it all. We
I
got it.
can.
Okay,
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right. So, okay. All right. I'm gonna say this is for me personally. Okay. This
Okay.
this is not a the views shared here do not necessarily reflect those of Concrete Careers or this TV station. Um, I'm gonna say break it only because I am a musician. All right. And so music does not occupy a passive space in my brain. It is an active part of my psyche or whatever you want to call it. Okay. And so if I were trying to work right now while listening to music, it is not, I cannot
Yeah.
make it be background music, background noise.
Yeah.
It becomes the focus
The
because
foreground.
yeah, so much of my life is music centric. And so I, as much as I would love the premise, I have tried it at different points.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm cleaning the house or
Yeah.
out doing,
Because
spraying
then the
weeds in the
cleaning the
yard or
house
something.
becomes the background almost because you're in like a
Yes.
repetitive task. You're not having to use all of
Yes.
your brain to get
But
stuff
in
done.
this setting, like
Yeah,
sitting right here doing my job, it would be a complete distraction. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry, music, break it.
I can't believe it. I mean, I
I
can, but
know. Shock of the week, shock of the week. All right, Callie. Well, that's it. We've got another episode of the Weekly Yap done.
we
I
did it,
mean,
Joel.
I can't believe it. This is week 3 already, and we appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for those of you who are watching.
We're
Don't
doing it.
forget. Go ahead.
No, we're doing it.
I know, it's a real show. Like, who would have thought? Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go click the bell and click subscribe, every time we drop an episode, it will give you a notification so that you can stay up with what's going on. If you've got a question for Ask Concrete Careers, we're ready for your questions. Please say something in the comments that you want us to talk about. We absolutely will. If you have a hot topic that you want us to discuss or debate about, let us know. Cool piece of concrete engineering we should feature or hear about, tell us. Thanks for hanging out. We're
And
ready for a great week.
go subscribe to our YouTube so somebody besides our moms.
Yes, because that's the only 2 people that have done it is both of our mothers. And we love them. We
Yeah,
love
thanks,
them.
Mom.
Mom, we love you. Robin, we love you.
Pam and Robin.
That's it. That's it. Our biggest fans, maybe forever, right?
Yep.
All right. That's it for the Weekly App. I'm Joel.
And I'm Callie.
See you later.